makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine?
I had to. I could not breathe. I'm on the mic sounding like Gucci Mane and still go. Subscribe to the channel. Brr. Anyway, DC Studios head Peter Safran confirms Batgirl was unreleasable. Says it would have hurt everyone involved. So if you remember, uh, when Warner Brothers was sold to from AT&T to Discovery, they you're right, honey. I did forget to be right back screen. Stress. But the first thing the new CEO, David Zaslav, came in, the new CEO of Warner Brothers came in, was he scrapped the Batgirl movie, which was basically finished. And basically what he was trying to tell you was that this movie was so bad that we did not believe that it deserved to see the light of day. Months after Batgirl was canceled seemingly for the purpose of a tax write-off, more reasons for the decision are coming to light. New studio co-lead Peter Safran, short of taking credit for the idea, is explaining today that quality had a lot to do with it. He thought it was bad after seeing the movie with everybody else before all the effects were finished. Okay, got it in the comments. Speaking at the recent DC presentation in Los Angeles, I saw the movie. There was a lot of incredibly talented people in front of and behind the camera on that film, but the film was not releasable. It happens sometimes. That film was not releasable. He'd add he believes the canceling was a stunning and brave choice. A stunning. He trolling. Either he trolling or Bounding in the Comics is trolling. Also, sharing his concern for the filmmakers involved, I actually think that David Zaslav and the team made a very bold and courageous decision to cancel it because it would have hurt DC. It would have hurt those people involved. I think they really stood up to support DC. The characters, the story, the quality, and all that. Okay, remember what I talked about. Beta males in the gaming industry. This is what happens when you have quality men leading in the movie industry. All right, they ultimately said, listen, this movie is going to hurt the DC brand. It's going to hurt you as an actor. It's going to hurt you as a film creator, you as a cinematographer, you as an audio engineer. It's going to hurt everybody. We're not releasing it. Contrast that to Frost from G4 TV, who did the sexism in gaming rant. It should have never got released. When she went to them with that idea, they should have told her, listen, I understand where you're coming from, but I can't let you do this because you're going to put the brand at risk and you're going to put yourself at risk. She talked about in that interview, which we haven't gone over that interview, by the way. We might actually do that. She talked about in an interview where she was being harassed, she was being stalked, she was being doxxed. She said her agent, people were showing up at her agent's house because she had an LLC with her agent's address on it, and people were showing up to her agent's house. She said she had to take down her social media because she was being, harassed. She had so many problems, all because you did a rant. And even though I know you didn't mean to call everybody in gaming sexist, but that's how it came off. So the reason what happened there is you had a bunch of beta males up at G4 who allowed it to happen thinking they was going to get a bunch of cool points. And then when the backlash came, instead of stepping up as a man, a leader in the front office and saying, listen, this is not on Frost, this is on us. We greenlit this. We shouldn't have let her do it. They instead took a back seat and let Frost take the fall for it. How cowardly. That is so cowardly. And the thing is, we've roasted Frost because we didn't know. And I still stand by roasting her because she still called Henry Cavill a creep for dating a 19-year-old girl. Also, she said something. This is why you got to be very careful because ladies interpret things in a different way. She alluded to there's going to be some very heinous accusations coming out about certain people at G4 during that interview. She said somebody made a sexist comment. A producer said that the reason why G4 is not performing well is because there's no attractive people on camera. That's sexist? That's marketing 101. Everybody knows people are more inclined to spend when you're advertising them with attractive people. If I wanted to advertise something, you think I'm putting my ugly mug on the screen? Hell no. I'm gonna find some Henry Cavill lookalike, some Morris Chestnut lookalike, and I'm gonna put him on camera. Bet y'all buy it in. Or if I'm advertising to women. If I'm advertising to men, I'm putting a beautiful woman up there. What do you mean? But she thinks that's sexist. That's why you got to be very careful. Anytime you have men and women working together, it's going to be a problem. No matter how many rules. Think about M.A. Udoka. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. We're talking about Batgirl. I done went off on a tangent and all types of stuff. So anyway, so they protected. Yeah, you're so right about that, honey. They were protecting everyone involved, and they're even saying that they're open to working with those writers again. Moreover, he still wants to work with the crew, including the screenwriter. We love to be in the business with all of those folks. Christina Hodson, the writer, she's somebody we're already back in business with. A lot of talented people involved, but the film was just not releasable. It would not have been able to compete in a theatrical marketplace. And do you think if Miss Hodson here, the writer, do you think that she would be back working with them if she didn't agree? That's what you got to use critical thinking with this type of stuff, y'all. Imagine you write something, get the entire movie made, and the organization just says, nah, we're not releasing this crap. And then you go back and work with them. I would venture to say she probably agrees because she's just the writer, right? She's not the director. She doesn't cast people. Remember, Batwoman was cast as, I don't know if she's black. I think she's Hispanic. And we're like, why? 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 Just create a new character, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that nightmare. What was that CW Batgirl show? Oh my God, that shit was so bad. They had that poor black girl with that damn weave on and that mask. That shit looked so bad. Anyway, we'll go over our final topic.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.